So why is it still living in my head? Guess that's why I spend these late nights growing medicine, trying to keep old ghosts from climbing out of bed.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Wepop Gardening. We have finally come to that time of the year. As y'all can see, we got a new angle here. Trying to upgrade, give you guys a different perspective, obviously, here. But y'all can see we got the pond down here. Right down there on the corner was where we had them initially, right on the edge of that outbuilding right there. So this year we're gonna make a little bit of a shift, bring them up the hill. It is late afternoon, and as y'all can see, the sun is shining bright. It's about 7:15, 7:30 here, and we have a beautiful layout right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get this set up here right in this avenue. That way we got sunlight coming over the trees in the morning, and we'll have all daylight the entire day here. So we're gonna go ahead and get these set up. I'm only gonna run 3 outside because, you know, we're busy. Got all the amendments here. Pro mix, we're gonna run that in the soil. I got some air pots, 25 gallons. I'm gonna leave the bottoms open so they can shoot down into the ground and get some of this good nutrients up here on the top of the hill this year. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. Give me a second, we'll be right back. All right, as y'all can see, we got some air pots here shipped in. I think this is gonna be a good approach this year. This is a full-on kit I got off Amazon. And make sure we got all of our screws here. But you gotta see how this came. Huh, nice. Got some work gloves. So they send the bases here with them. I don't know. Cardboard. But they're wholly here. So I guess technically the root system could grow out of this. But I don't think I'm gonna take that route. I think I'm gonna leave the bottoms open so that way we got plenty of accessibility for the root system here. So here is the pack. Obviously we got to set up and put these together, but I like the air pots so well at home. I'm gonna see if this helps control the moisture level and allows us to get a better setup as far as controlling the water amounts, since we drowned them out last season. So again, stay tuned, drop a comment, hit the like button for me here, and follow along, y'all. If you ain't subbed up, sub up. Here's the 3 pots we got set up for the plants over here. This should be a good solid base for soil. We're gonna leave the bottoms open, like I said, so we can get down in there and let the roots fan out once they get in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the mix I'm using on one of these. Won't bore you with the rest, and then we'll obviously follow up. So we'll get that going. I'll let you guys see what I'm putting in the mix here for this year, and we'll go from there. All right, so Pro Pack of Pro Mix from Home Depot, my local Home Depot. I don't know if y'all get this where you are, but if you do, they're 20 bucks. Some nice, good peat moss cocoa blend. It's got sticks in it, like this is solid stuff. I do use this in the house, in the garden at home, for a lot of our stuff. Potting soil. We just planted some hibiscus out of the mailbox, used it for that. Some good stuff, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and fill this up.
And it won't come back. Cold sweat dripping while I'm sitting in traffic. Heartbeat jumping, whole world turns static. Can't breathe right, chest locked tight. Feel like I'm dying in the middle of daylight. People don't see it 'cause I hide it.
All right, so we got some earthworm castings. 1.25 on the nitrogen here, just for microbial life.
Second from falling apart, but then I walk into the grow room, zip the tent and shut the world outside. Fan spin slow, and somehow I survive. Cause the noise don't follow me in there, just green leaves floating through the air. No panic, no crowds, no fear. For the first time all day I can hear clear. And when I light one up, my soul finally unlocks. PTSD freeze, don't hold me like a rock. Yeah, the smoke slows down the chaos in my lungs. That homegrown therapy keep me from coming on.
So we're gonna do 8 cups of the earthworm castings in each pot. So I'm gonna use some glacier rock dust in these also. I want to make sure all the nutrient elements are there. For all of y'all that don't know about glacier rock dust, it's got magnesium, iron, manganese. I mean, it's the elements of which your plants need to grow. And when you're dealing with cocoa, and I'm being outside of the ground, until it gets down far enough into everything, it's only going to have the availability of the nutrients I put in the soil. So I want to make sure the macro, micro nutes are there, and we got all the trace elements that we need to get this handled.
Things still grow strong out the ground, so I disappear where the LEDs glow, far away from everything I know.
Got all that in there so far. This is something that I typically add in. This came from my local gardening center down here. Token Rhymes, great guys down there. So anyway, this is alfalfa meal. You can get this pretty cheap. Look, 40 bucks for a whole 6.5 pound bag. This supplies a crap ton of nitrogen for your plants. Now the trick is you can't overdo it, but because it's long lasting, it will help cut down the need for me to add a bunch of nitrogen amendments as it grows. So I'm gonna add probably 3/4 of a cup for this. That way it's got it throughout the run here. As y'all can see, that's a 1/4 cup. For the dry amendments that I'm gonna be adding to this, because I want this not to be so hot once the plants start growing, because as y'all can see, well, which I'll show you here shortly, the plants are a little small right now. It's the beginning of the season. I expect them to blow up, but I obviously don't want to overdo the nitrogen levels. So I'm going to use some all-purpose 444. I will be top dressing these throughout, and also obviously adding fungi and fungi and stuff throughout the run with some mycorrhiza. Probably run some teas with it, and we'll get on it this year. This year for bugs, I've also got a homemade mixture of chili peppers and cayenne pepper. We're gonna stay as organic as we possibly can. I'm gonna run 4 cups of the 444 in this, because I'm gonna add a whole nother bag to each one of these. So we're gonna run 2 bags in these and have them set. I'm also going to be running some biochar. This is some stuff I picked up locally. I got another bag I'm gonna crack open. This is just what's left of this bag, but wanted you guys to see what all we were running, and don't want to bore you with all that, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this blended up and then put my other bag Pro Mix in here and get it all set so I can get the plane in there.
And it won't come back. Cold sweat dripping while I'm sitting in traffic. Heartbeat jumping, whole world turns static. Can't breathe right, chest locked tight. Feel like I'm dying in the middle of daylight. People don't see it cause I hide it well, but every single day feel a little like hell. Trying to stay calm while my mind go dark, like I'm one bad second from falling apart. But then I walk into the grow room, zip the tent and shut the world outside. Fan spin slow, and somehow I survive.
So I want to point this out. Y'all see this has mycology in it already from what they have already in ProMix, which is pretty awesome. So when you do get these packs, they already have nutrients in them and stuff, and they come pre-amended with mycorrhiza. So be a great start for these this year. I'm excited. The ground is kind of crazy, so as y'all can see from last year's videos, it's something I want to get taken care of. I want to have a good, prosperous year this year, and I know a lot of y'all are going to criticize me on this, but I don't care. You never know until you find out, right? You got to try shit. So that's what I'm doing, and this is how we're going to run it this season. So stay tuned. I've always wanted to see how these could do in these pots, this style pot, outdoor with the regular sun, you know. So can't wait to see how this grow goes. Look forward for y'all being here with me, and always, as always, yeah, guys, like, positive feedback is great. Love constructive criticism. So if you got suggestions, obviously drop them down in the comments there. Don't forget to smash the like, y'all. Let's get this out there and reach more growers, more bets. So we got everything set here. I'm gonna go ahead and just give me a nice little hole here started, kind of symmetrically. I'm leaving some space up top here so I can add along the way, because I know I'm gonna have to add nutrients and stuff, being that this is out of the ground. Could have done a little differently as far as adding different like, you know, wood chips and compost and all that, but I'm gonna just see how this year runs. I'm gonna work on all that this next season. Like, while I'm dealing with this, I'm gonna be working on getting some compost pile going. That way we can get into it and actually do a full organic run outdoor here. Pretty stoked about that moving forward. Stay tuned on the internal grows, like the indoor runs. I got some elevate that I'm going to be running. Looking forward to getting those going, and I got those sprouted. Actually, we're gonna get those rolling here real soon. So as you can see, she's got some charcoal in here already from the mix that I had initially made up at the house. Roots look great. She's doing good. She's a little dry, so once we get her in here, I am gonna tag it with a little bit of water here. But I want to fan these out just a smidge bit on the bottom. I'm not gonna do nothing too crazy. These plants have been indoor under 24-hour light. I know it's going to be a little bit of a shift. They're going to go through a little bit of shock, so I'm not expecting too much explosive growth right away, but I expect them to transition well. I didn't want to, they've been under 24-hour light since I sprouted them. So like I said, I'm just breaking this up to get it a little bit of fan down there, so these roots can spread out actually. See, so I mean, they look great. This was a sprout, what, this past week. I transplanted them into these little cups, and man, did they blow up as soon as they got some space. So I might be shocked, but I know the mycorrhiza in here will definitely help with the transition, and hopefully the transition to nighttime with no light isn't too crazy for them, but should be good. It's nice and early in the season, so we get plenty of daylight. We're running like 6:30 to 7:30, 8 o'clock, so it's got plenty of daylight now, so they should be good to go. And check the weather. They should have about a week before they have to deal with too much torrential weather, so I'm pretty excited about this and think it's a good time of the year to get them rolling. But I'm gonna go ahead and get moving on these two. I'm not gonna bore y'all with that, but here it is, y'all. It's that time. I'm excited. Last year I had to go home because I didn't go big, but this year I think we are gonna be a contender with all that, and I'm hoping to God I don't go home early, y'all. Anyway, show some love. Appreciate y'all as always. Stay tuned for the updates, and we'll keep you posted.